Peppa Pig, Holiday Plans. It was a bright and sunny morning, and Peppa Pig woke up very excited. Today, Mummy Pig had a special announcement. "Peppa, George," said Mummy Pig, "we are going on holiday next week." "Yippee!" shouted Peppa, jumping up and down. George clapped his hands and giggled. "Where are we going, Mummy?" asked Peppa eagerly. "We are going to the seaside," said Daddy Pig. "We can build sandcastles, paddle in the sea, and have ice cream," Peppa and George cheered. They loved the seaside. After breakfast, Peppa and George began to pack their holiday bags. Peppa packed her red swimsuit, her favorite sun hat, and her pink sunglasses. George packed his toy dinosaur, a small bucket, and his favorite blue swimsuit. Mummy Pig reminded them, "Don't forget your sun cream." "Sun cream," shouted Peppa, running to get it. "I don't want to get sunburnt." The next day, the pig family got into their car and drove to the seaside. Peppa looked out of the window. She saw green hills, farms, and lots of cows. "Look, George, cows," said Peppa. George waved at the cows, and they waved back. Sort of. Finally, they arrived at the seaside. The sand was golden, and the waves sparkled in the sun. Peppa ran straight to the beach with George following her. "Let's build the biggest sandcastle ever," shouted Peppa. They dug, shaped, and stacked sand towers. Mummy Pig and Daddy Pig helped too. Soon they had a magnificent sandcastle with a moat around it. After building the sandcastle, Peppa and George paddled in the shallow water. The waves splashed their feet, and George squealed with laughter. "Careful, George," said Peppa. "The sea tickles your toes?" Later, the family walked along the beach to get ice cream. Peppa chose strawberry, George chose chocolate, and Mummy and Daddy Pig had vanilla. They sat on a bench and watched the seagulls flying overhead. "This is the best holiday ever," said Peppa, licking her ice cream. George nodded happily, holding his chocolate ice cream in both hands. When the sun started to set, the pig family packed up and went back to their seaside cottage. Peppa looked out of the window at the colorful sunset. "I can't wait to build more sandcastles tomorrow," said Peppa. George yawned. "Time for bed," said Mummy Pig. "We have lots of holiday fun ahead." Peppa snuggled into her cozy bed, thinking about paddling in the sea, building sandcastles, and eating ice cream. She smiled. Holidays were the best. And with that, Peppa Pig and George drifted off to sleep, dreaming of more seaside adventures. The end.